The War Zone, I guess you could say, is a forgotten British film. Even though it does have a shocking subject matter, it still is pretty wild when they actually reveal what it is. Because the movie, because you don't really know exactly what's going on until a little bit later in the film. Still, nobody can really be prepared for some of the things that end up that do get revealed in this. So the movie's about this really close family. They're working class in England. They end up moving to this rural town outside of London, and the mother, who's Tilda Swinton, gives birth. All that stuff is nice, and the son of the family, he's in his teens, so he's not really liking what like the family moving away, missing all of his friends. Doesn't really like the new environment. Teenagers, right? But because he loves his family, he it seems as though he's going to end up, pulling himself together and eventually being okay with everything. But one day he's coming home, sees through one of the windows. A really bizarre thing happened with his sister and his father. The age gap between him and his sister, it's really not that big. And he wonders, did I just see something? Was the window was I just looking at the wrong angle? She's pretty adamant that what he saw really wasn't anything big. And he wants to believe his sister, but at the same time, he's thinking, what? There's no way that she can be telling the truth. She's got to be just covering his butt for something. So eventually, he ends up finding out the truth. Yeah, once all that stuff gets confirmed, he wants to he wonders, what would be the best way for justice to be done. So everyone in the movie, they'll do good jobs, but I would say that the best performance is his sister, the victim in the film. I've never seen her before, and she's great. Tilda Swinton and Ray Winstone, they're pretty big names, and they are really good in this. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, the daughter in the film, she was I would say she was the best part. Like, I was really surprised with this unfamiliar face doing something that was so good. Ray Winstone and Tilda Swinton, I knew that they were going to be just fine, but I was caught off guard by their daughter. The son of the film, I thought he was kind of the worst of the actors. I'm not saying that he was bad, but it's just when you compare him to the others, he kind of falls short, just because. Yeah, the movie he's supposed to be like the protagonist of the film, but it just everything that he was doing, it felt kind of at the surface. You didn't really see much depth in his performance. Sure, his character was written with some depth, but you didn't really see much of an intensity in his eyes or in his face like you did with everyone else in the film. But that's just one little flaw of the film. Whatever. Movie moves kind of slow in some parts, thin in some parts, but that's not really anything to really bash about the film. Those are just a couple of flaws that had me thinking, what? Not one of the 10 best of 1999, but I still think it's a pretty good film. And it's directed by Tim Roth, and I'd say he does a pretty good job with this one. Everyone is good. The son is just okay, and that's fine, whatever. So I feel like giving The War Zone from 1999 3 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.